So I think one thing that I'd never had to battle with, that I think people battle with more and more nowadays, particularly, and I think it's because of social media, or social media has a large impact on it, is that need or that want to be constantly lean. So I think I have a lot of young guys, and I drill this into them, like, stop getting lean for the sake of getting lean. If you're in your like 18, 19, 20, 21, you're at the peak of your like natural testosterone production. You've got a big opportunity here to like pat down some muscle tissue. So spend those years doing it, and almost like, so for me, when I was from like 18 to 21, 2-3 years, I literally went in, like, I was almost on like perma bulk mode, and that was fine. I enjoyed that. I actively chased down seeing the scale get, the scale weight go up. I actually chased down getting bigger, feeling bigger, lifting more weight, and enjoying all the things that come with being in a surplus. So I think number one is like, really utilize those years, and those like almost like those newbie gain years to reap the rewards of it. Number two, we've spoken about this before, like, I'm very hot on like execution and intensity and actually harnessing that. I think probably the biggest thing that I've learned from coaching loads of young guys is that so many people just don't understand true intensity. And I think that is something that they can learn from top bodybuilders and these all or nothing guys, because, and myself, there's no way I'm going into the gym and leaving anything on the table. Like finding true intensity very early, I think, is what led me to build the physique that I've built, and it was what will help other people, because I get them to send me their exercise analysis and their videos. I'm like, you've got like 2 or 3 reps left in there. Like you've left so much in, and they'll do that week after week after week on the same weight, and it's like, that's not, you're not training, you're exercising. You might as well go and do cardio, because you're not asking your body to adapt to anything. And then what was the third thing I'd say? And then this question frustrates me the most. So when I get people that I can see I can see a few things. I can see they're young. I can see they haven't actually harnessed what I've just spoken about in terms of like intense training and an understanding of all the basics first, and then they're asking me about what steroid cycle they should take. And it almost winds me up when I receive the message. I'm like, you haven't even earned the right to be asking this question yet. And I would say to anyone, unless you're going to plan to either A, compete at a high level, or B, you think using anabolics is going to really change your life, quality of life long term, just don't even go near them, because it's not even worth the potential health implications, the stuff that you have to learn. So they would be probably the 3 things.
I think something you said there was awesome, which I've never heard explained like that. Is was it you're not training, you're exercising? I've never heard that. Yeah. I think there's a difference in there when you're trying to. If you class yourself as a bodybuilder, someone who's trying to physique, like develop their physique, is a case of you are training towards a goal. I think other people are just going through the motions, which I see as that's exercise. Rep counting.
Yeah, literally. Like I get videos of people just pumping out reps in the leg press, and it's like there's like it's not even challenging you.
This is something that really frustrates me. I try and explain it to people the best way is that when you can see it when someone just stops, is like the last few reps, the rep speed should not be the same as the first few reps. And if they are, you've got way, way, way more left in the tank.
Yeah, it's when I get a video of someone and that last rep just flew up and they just hop up off the leg press. And I'm like, nah, you should be like when I finish a leg press set, I can barely move that last rep. When I put it down, I'm like gasping for air. My hands are going in my face or up above my head, and I'm there for a good few, sometimes even like a minute, recovering from that set before I'm even on my feet. So there's a real lack of understanding of intensity, I think.
What would you put that down to? Do you think that's just because of the information that's put out, or just people just generally don't want to push themselves?
I think it's probably a mixture of the two. Like when I think back, it's like I've always trained like this. I can't remember a time when I ever put the bar down before I couldn't do another one. So for me, it just seemed obvious. And then obviously, I think one thing that does help is when I was younger, I used to do like a lot of. I did one. I can't remember the guy's name now, but it was a bro split program. But I put a lot of my progress down to it back then. And it was because a lot of either the first sets or even all the sets were like 4 to 6 rep sets. So obviously in your head you're thinking, oh, this needs to be heavy then, because I need to only be able to do 6 reps, so then I can increase the weight next time. So I think, it's probably a case of people don't want to push themselves, or they don't know they need to. I'm not sure. It's a tricky one. I think some people just don't have it.